guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead!
What's up, guys? Captain Arya from the Esports.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, in association with HD Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host and analyst, Babagusa, and our admin, Mr. Reborn, as we are here for the 4th day of Division 2 in Season 5. It is going to be a very exciting game ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. And to start things off, we've got Samurai Esports taking on Team Mwaha on the map of Coastline. And just as obviously stated, it is going to be a very exciting game ahead of us. But before we get into the game, a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook, and the link down in the description below for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC featuring a Rainbow Six Siege themed PC cabinet from NZXT. There's only 500 of these across the world, so if you want one for yourselves, I have the chance of it anyway, check out the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook, and the link down in the description for the details on how to enter yourselves in this giveaway. With all that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, it is a very exciting day ahead of us, very exciting match set ahead of us, because for the first stream, we've got Samurai Esports versus Team Mwaha, as discussed, but right after, we've got Havocs versus, oh yeah, going up on, well, so far an undisclosed map. We'll find that out when we get to that game. But right now, it is Coastline, the frag-heavy attacker-centered map that we all love to watch and love to cast. And it's going to be a very exciting match ahead of us. But we've got more on that from our analyst, Baba Gusta, over at the analyst desk. Baba, the mic is yours.
Well, thank you, Jack. Our first matchup in August 21, 2020, week 2, match day 4. It's going to be interesting as the first match is going to be Samurai Esports going up against Team Moha. Now, coming back to Samurai Esports, if you see according to their standings, their win-loss ratio is total around 1-2, meaning that they've only won one match in Division 3 and they've been highly they're in 7th place on Division 2 and they're high likely being relegated to Division 3. Coming back to the one match that they've actually won against, that is 7-4 on map Clubhouse against Instinct Esports, with Killian having a total of 14 kills and Fankel with 9 kills. We actually did see how well Hamza performed really well on defense. It was really great coming in from on the side of Team Samurai, but in order for them to get back in Division 2 or being promoted, they have to win matches back to back, or else they won't be able to either move on further, or according to me, it's actually better for Samurai Esports to at least be in the 5th position, because no one likes to be relegated from this specific division here unless and until if there is quite a lot of plays going on. And coming back to this second team, that is Team Moha, we've seen them performing really excellent on the side of the attack, especially No Skill and Roxano with some important kills, early frags, and quite a lot of side control as best as they can on attack. Defense, yes, they have a little bit of problems dealing with the roamers. I mean, on defense, they were actually quite difficult for them dealing with the main attackers, especially on map Oregon. It was a really close match indeed, 8-6 against Vector Sports. We actually did see an interesting match going on between them, as Sam and Shulker defended their own life on defense, winning more than 3 to 4 clutches on defense, giving Team Moha no wins on attack, putting it to overtime. And they just lost that specific match against Team Vector Sports. But according to the performance wise, they've been performing really well, but they are not getting enough wins. 0-3, and they're currently last place in Division 2. So hopefully in this specific match against Samurai Esports, that too, the map is on Coastline, is going to be really interesting to see how well that these guys are going to be performing. So coming back to the community votes, we're going to be seeing Samurai Esports around 53%, whereas on the side of Team Moha has a total of 47%. So absolutely, the viewers have no idea on who's going to be winning up against. Yes, most of the teams are favoring on the side of Samurai, but we'll only get to see after this match comes to an end, Jack.
Absolutely well said right there, Baba. It is going to be a very close game. At least that's what the community votes are saying. Just only slightly favoring the side of Samurai Esports, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite for Team Moha, as the ban phase is already underway. And we've got a couple of very interesting bans coming in from the side of these teams. Well, not really too interesting or too out of the blue. We've come to expect bans like this when it comes to the league itself. The Nomad Habana Mira banned on Coastline. No surprises out there, and to round things out is gonna be the Maestro, a band that I actually agree with quite a bit myself, even if it is a standard band, because as somebody who almost religiously plays Maestro on Coastline, I can tell you for a fact he is a terror on this map, especially when you get going with him. It's like that LMG is just, whew, that LMG is powerful. But that out of the way, the ban phase is done. It is Nomad, Hibana, Mira, and Maestro who are going to be facing the ban wave. And we also have a quick look at both of these rosters here in the lobby. From the side of ESM, we've got Paktun, Kate Kuntal, Hamza, Killen, and Fankel. And from the side of Team Moha, we've got Nexus, Roxano, No Skill, Not Dhanu, Mello, as well in the lobby. First site of choice is going to be second floor hookah and billiards. No surprises right there once again, as the Thatcher is going to be brought into play. That is actually something that I just noticed. Well, Okay, he switched out to the Jackal right there, Platoon Kid with the 6 pick, but he had temporarily decided to go for Thatcher, who is
Defenders,
unbanned
protect your
in
bombs from
this
being
map.
defused by attackers.
That's pretty big right there. You don't normally see a Thatcher still being allowed in play on Coastline. I mean, then again, you don't get to see Thatcher in play in a lot of maps. He's just one of those ops that gets banned in ridiculous amounts.
Attackers have discovered the
But today he's
location
going
of
to
a
be
bomb.
allowed in play, and we are going to be seeing him up and running. And, well, at least not in this round. Hopefully in future rounds we'll see him running around the map of Coastline, the beautiful map that we have on hand. We've got standard setups coming in, nothing too special from the side of Team Moha. They've got the
10 seconds
rotates, they've got
remaining.
the smoke, the Valkyrie, and of course the rest of the operators is ready to
5 seconds to
SM
insertion.
is looking to ask for a rehost out of the blue. And of
Attackers
course,
are
if they ask for it
moving
now,
to
they'll have to
defuse
wait
the
until the round actually finishes to get the rehost.
Camera active.
As Valcams are going to go out from Thanu in the meanwhile. Valkyrie cameras out, one on the balcony just to make sure that all intel that is required on whoever's on the hookah balcony is going to be slain. But Thanu's going to go for the Swamp Peak, not going to connect onto anybody. Excuse me, right there. As shots are being fired towards the side of Sunrise door. Roxana's got to be careful. There's a gridlock playing very close to him. Takes out the door. As Fankel is now aware of somebody playing inside of a Sunrise bar. Killen's going to be there for support, but they're not going to find the Jaeger just yet. Drones are coming in. That's Killen's drone right there. Roxana's going to take care of it in just a second. If he can shoot it, I think he has. As the Valcams will be spotted by the IQ. And taken out accordingly. Roxano still being spotted by drones is going to be forced out of Sunrise Bar. He's going through the hallway at the very least. That's what he's trying to do. Knows that somebody's trying to push through the window of Sunrise as well. Not going to find anything there either. As not a whole lot is coming in. It's only the first minute that's gone through on the round, so no surprise right there. But Melo's gonna go down early. The dock is down, but the shotgun comes in. Hamza's gonna take a lot of damage and gonna be down and out for his trouble. And that is the sledge out the board. As Kunto's gonna find Melo. In the meanwhile, the dock did revive himself, but he got taken out. As Fankel goes down and Roxano finds Killen in the meanwhile. Roxano with the double. The Jaeger's popping off right now. As no skill will find Kunto in the meanwhile. And Platoon Kid is just sitting around in spawn. I think he's lagging. Something or the other's happening to him. Apparently he cannot move. I guess he's stuck in spot. Yeah, he's definitely stuck in spot, and he'll be taken off the board. As, oh, that was unfortunate for the side of ESM to finish off. Roxano on the hunt is going to find him. And then there's the disconnect coming in from the side of ESM as well. So after that first round, and after that unfortunate finish, the first round, we are going to have a rehost, ladies and gentlemen. After round 1, it is 1-0 on round 2. And there we go. ESM is slowly starting to leave. And here we are, in fact, going to be going into the rehost. It's confirmed, and we'll be right back on the other side. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah. Going through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car.
Evans confirmed anything? Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Samurai Esports and Team Mwaha on the map of Coastline. We're almost back on the other side of this rehost right here, as we're just waiting on the last member from Mwaha to join in. They had a little bit of a power issue, and we have gotten news that is fixed. He's joining the lobby as we speak, so it shouldn't be too long before we come back into the match at hand. But we did have a round one where Mwaha took the first round on second row hook, and now, of course, it was a little bit of an unfortunate situation, seeing as Paktoon Kid was stuck in spawn for whatever reason. Maybe it was a bug, maybe he was lagging. We're not entirely sure right now. But regardless, that first round did happen. We got to saw it on stream, and overall, outside of Paktoon Kid's mishap, it was not exactly the best showing from ESM. They're currently down 0-3 in the match count, as they haven't had the best time whatsoever when it comes to the league itself in the last couple of days. Excuse me, right there, last couple of match days, and they need to step it up if they want to make sure that they get into a more respectable position in the table itself, the standings itself. But of course, our analyst Baba Gusta has a lot more to say about that than I do, seeing as he is, of course, on the analysis. Baba, it's a fine evening out there. What are your thoughts on the match that we have on hand?
I mean, we already did see how well that they've been performing on the first round itself. We see Team Mwaha on defense winning against Samurai's attack, although we actually did see Paktoon Kid getting, he was kind of stuck in spawn on the side of ruins. It was quite unfortunate to see him getting stuck, and that's the reason why we made this rehost. But currently on the side of Team Mwaha, we're currently waiting for that one specific person here. Now, coming to the standings from both these teams, Samurai Esports and Team Mwaha, both of them are in 7th to 8th place. Now, in order to win this, I mean, to get back up on their feet, at least they have to win at least 3 matches in a row. They still have, week 3 matches going on. Since this is week to day 2, I still see that Samurai still has to go up against Team OEA and Team Mwaha going up against Battery Esports. Now, talking about the week 3 matches that have been going on, Team OEA and Battery Esports are on a winning streak. Going up against them is definitely not going to be an easy task for them to get onto. So, in order to win these matchups here, especially for Samurai or from Team Mwaha, they have to at least win one of these matches, and that match is definitely Coastline. If they don't win it out, it's going to be very difficult for both the teams. So it's basically a 50-50 situation going on in from both Samurai Esports as well as Team Mwaha. So let's see how well it's going to be going out at this moment.
Absolutely right there, ladies and gentlemen. But it is going to be an interesting game that we have on hand for ourselves right now, as looks like the side of Team Mwaha are going to be playing a 4 vs 5 for the time being, because their power issues still haven't come in just yet, and that's a little unfortunate, as right now looks like we've had a bit of an issue in our own lobby. The up bans aren't in, but the teams are. It looks like the teams are just decided not to play those operators. Hopefully they stick to that, as we're going to be putting our faith in the sportsmanship of both ESM and Team Mwaha. As right now it should be round 2 underway in just a second. Any second
Defenders,
now.
protect
There
your bombs
we
from being
go.
defused by
And
attackers.
it is a round 2 in play. Indeed, it is going to be first floor kitchen on the side of Team Mwaha's defense, as they will be looking to put another round on board. However,
have located a
they
bomb.
are, of course, 1 man down, and holding kitchen with just 4 men may not be the most ideal situation. They've got the Oryx this time around coming in from Thanu, as he will, of course, be using Oryx, the living, breathing impact grenade, as I like to call him. There you go. That's one rotate open.
Oh, yeah.
Get open. There we go. There's another.
Oh,
Baba.
yeah.
Baba absolutely loves this operator. As you can hear in the background, he's just doing the Kool-Aid.
Oh,
There
yeah.
he goes again. And he's going to be healed up by Mellow. There we go. The
5
Doc
seconds
Oryx
left.
combo is going to be in play as well, as we love to see it. Is he going to go for the spawn?
Attackers are moving
I
to
think he
defuse the
might
bomb.
know. He's just breaking open the barricade, just to preemptively scare the side of the attackers. The spawn pick is coming in from Mellow, mind you, towards the side of pool. At least if anybody were inside of the pool and not around it, but Tunki could be his target. Nope, the line of sight is not there, as Paktoon is going to rotate all the way towards the side of all the way to the side of Sunrise Door. Nexus is being spotted, mind you. The Jackal tracks are in on his location. Not gonna find him just yet. Nexus got to play very carefully right there, because any attacker could close in on his area, and that doesn't necessarily have to be the Jackal. So far it is, but it could be any number of other people. He's gonna see for a fact that Jackal is not outside. He is inside, and Paktoon Kid is slowly but surely creeping in, but no, Nexus is going to escape before that happens. No, not quite. He's looking the wrong way. The Jackal's going to peek, and he's going to get him as Nexus goes down. That's very unfortunate, and Thanu goes down as well. Kunt is going to take that kill. The GAD1 pops up, as it is down to Mellow and Roxano, the last two standing to hold on the side of first location. A Jackal track comes out onto Mellow's location. Roxano's on the second floor, mind you, on the roam. The Jaeger's going to come back, but Blue Stairs is being
located
watched.
by
That's a fight he'll have to take if he wants to come back to site. There's somebody playing Harry Potter as well. That's the Jackal himself, as it's a 5 versus 2 right now. Actually made that a 5 versus 1, a 4 versus 1, because the Jaegers just picked up 1 kill. He knows that there's a Jackal playing close, holding on to that Harry Potter spot, as the plant will come off from Kuntal, along with Gridlock Traxxions coming off for the side of the attack. He's popped up inside of courtyard, but no, he was spotted while making that play happen. Kuntal's going to be one to take his head off clean, as the IQ with the flank. Okay, that was a very interesting pre-fire immediately, but he was the one to get the kill regardless. Round 2 on the attack goes to the side of Samurai Esports, and we're going to be heading into round 3. 1-1, the early game equalizer is in.
Well, looks like the attacks coming in on the side of Samurai Esports held on being victorious, but still they have to win quite a lot of matches. And now, according to the ban phase, we still know that Nomad, Hibana, Mira, and Maestro is banned. So basically, the operators won't be able to use that specific operators, as Mello is actually going on for the 6th pick, as Ella is going to get 6th picked onto the Caveira. That is going to be really interesting indeed. We get to see some interrogations, or most probably some kills out of nowhere. It's quite an important operator indeed, because, you know, as a Cav main, way back in the days where Caveira used to be very overpowered, just because, I mean, you get those important intels for around 12 to 13 seconds. It's basically, like, you don't even need a camera at all. All you just need is just one interrogation, and for the past, I believe, 7 to 8 seconds, the attacker's locations will be detected. So that's how powerful it was. But since her Luizon secondary pistol has been decreased from 95 damage to 65 damage, I know that's actually a pretty big oof, but still there is a one-shot headshot potential for that gun. So even if you do hit it out, you won't immediately get eliminated, you just get downed instead. Roxano going in for the run out on the side of the Sunrise Bar, hopefully to take out any operators present on the side of Ruins, but Roxano will immediately, you know, hold it for now. He just still wants to go for it, but no, he's actually going to rotate back, as Paktoon Kid will be able to get it. But Roxano, with that perfect rotate, he's going to take out Kuntal there. The IQ is gone. Kuntal is also down indeed, eventually equalizing the man count coming in on the side of both the teams. But here comes the push from Paktoon Kid, but he will fall down yet again. Those black eye cams provide a really great amount of intel, and that intel proved to be very efficient. Now Mello needs to be really careful here, because he is actually thinking of going for a spawn peek on the aquarium balcony, in which there is 2 of players, Hillen and Hamza, holding an angle on the side of office. Now, if the Cav may be able to make that wonderful rotate here, knowing the fact that they have that good amount of intel being present on the side of offices, they can't be able to get that important kill. Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing Frankel. He's going to be using his track stingers to, you know, deny any pushes coming in from the side of the attackers. Maybe he actually placed it on the side of the reception desk to make sure that he won't be able to go for that run out. Meanwhile, It's all just the whole battleground has gone immediately silent. It's just a waiting game just in, but looks like Hamza has found one, and that is quite an important one indeed. Raksano is off the board yet again, 2 times, but still we actually did see him perform really well. But in this specific round, he won't be able to perform really well. Nade comes in on the side of Hamza. Will it be able to land? Yeah, a little bit that much, but Fankal on the other hand, he was holding on the side of service entrance. He gets that bottle kill indeed, leading to Nexus and Melo, in which Nexus is holding all by himself and gets immediately taken down from killing himself, leaving to Melo all by himself, holding on the side of luggage. He has that good intel, but sad to say, Fankal is planting on the side of the kitchen's desk, is as I would like to say. And with that, the defuser has been successfully being planted from the attackers. Now it is a post-plan situation on the side of Melo. As just like I was talking about, those track stringers are very irritating, but still, hopefully, Melo will be able to parkour it on the other side, but won't be able to find Killen holding on the side of the bathroom, immediately getting that kill off of Melo, as East Samurai will hold their ground, winning their second attack on first floor kitchen. Twice in a row, we're going to be progressing on to round 4, and this time Team Moha, they need to think of something. They need to think of at least changing their sights from the second floor hookah lounge, in which they did successfully, won, is on which we actually did see it on the first round. But this time, with the man count disadvantage, it will be very difficult for them to immediately get that win.
Absolutely right. They are definitely feeling the unfortunate loss of their fifth, as that power cut that fifth is suffering from is not looking great. Even ESM is asking about this, because it is a very unfortunate situation, and looks like there's still an issue about trying to connect, and even Moha has no idea when he'll come back. That's very unfortunate for the side of the defending team right now, but they'll have to just make do with what they got, and it's not a lot that they have for themselves. Not even a smoke, in fact. Hanu is gone for the Cabrera pick once again. Didn't quite work out for them, but they are going to be moving on with the Caverna regardless. Melo's going to be with the Valkyrie. Excuse me right there. Melo's going to be playing the Valkyrie once more. The intel's in. There's the denial from Jaeger. And of course, we've got Nexus.
10 seconds left.
Then we've got Nexus for the Rook with the armor plate. There's a little bit extra ability to tank some shots just in case they find themselves in a gunfight that they wouldn't really know to take. The Rook armor, of course, is good for reducing damage taken across all armor types and all bullet types. So it is it's a good piece of utility to have, and it allows the player of course, to just drop the armor down and leave it running passively in the background while he can just see right there. My voice seems not to be really supporting me today. Hopefully that'll get better over the course of the night. But yeah, Rook, overall, a pretty useful operator, pretty good operator, and pretty powerful with his MP5 ACOG, and of course the 3 armor, along with his armor. He's about to take a flight, so go back and try to wallbang the Jackal. He's not going to find him, though, as a drone, I believe, has given away his location in the meanwhile in the hallway, so he's just pulled back.
Defender is
was the one who was trying to fight, and he will actually take that kill by going all the way around and running out onto the hookah deck, taking down the Jackal nice and quickly. That's going to leave the side of ESM on a one-man down. The Jackal was the first to go. A pretty big drop right there. Unfortunately, the Jackal not able to use his Inox scanner at all, as the IQ and the Ash are going to be pushing towards the side of luggage. There's a Caveira down below by the side of the white stairs on reception. As next is going to find one more. Hamza goes down. Melo's holding down luggage, mind you, as there's track stingers on the white stairs, and Melo's going to go down. And meanwhile, Control takes that kill with the JD1. The Caveira is going to be forced to rotate from somewhere else because of those track stingers that Fankel had put down in the white stairs region, disallowing her from that push. Thunders all come all the way around and come back up on the side of the hookah hallway right there, as Nexus is going to be the one going downstairs. I believe he still has one impact, potentially could make a big play happen. While killing, will he be found by the Caveira? Shotgun's out, and the down is in, but unfortunately the kill has to be confirmed, as the Caveira will be repacked on instantly by Kunto with the G81, and another one for Kunto. It's a triple kill for him, as Roxano is going to go down. It's Nexus, the last man standing in a 1v2 against a Gridlock and a very angry IQ. 1v2. The Rook slowly approaching on a big flank
Attackers
mission
have
right now.
recovered their
He's
diffuser.
going to have to be apprehensive of where these attackers are sitting. Onto the hallway, he sees the gridlock, takes the kill. He's going to run back.
Attackers
As
recovered the
that was the
bomb
diffuser drop right there. The IQ's on the hallway, has pushed into hookah. Does he know? He doesn't quite yet. He does now. Shots are taken. Will he find the wallbang? Not quite. Kuntal is very low on HP, but so is Nexus. And he's got to be careful of the push coming in from the IQ. Both of them are rotating around, in and around side. It's ring around the rosy, ladies and gentlemen. Nexus, he's on the hallway taking shots, but he will find the IQ right at the end. As unfortunately, Kuntal, he stopped shooting through the wall, unaware that he had hit the roof just a bit. And the Nexus is the one to take that kill. The clutch is in, the 1v2 from the Rook. As Team Moha are not about to give up. No, sir. They're going to take round 4 and give themselves an equalizer. 2-2 is the score line going into round 5. And looks like Moha have their 5th back in play. So we are going to be going into the Rios, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be right back on the other side in a 5 versus 5. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah. Going through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your door. 5 minutes later, I'm down on the floor. Thought my name was Reggae, better pawn it in, babe. Listen to your mama tell you how to behave. Filling up every cup. Drink it up, bottoms up. Always end up on top. Drink it up, bottoms up. Bottoms up. Bottoms up. Oh yeah. Going through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your door. 5 minutes later, I'm down on the floor. Thought my name was Reggae, better pawn it in, babe. Listen to your mama tell you how to behave. Filling up every cup. Drink it up, bottoms up. Always end up on top. Drink it up, bottoms up. Bottoms up. Bottoms up.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Samurai Esports and Team Moha. We're back on the other side of the second rehost. This one called by, excuse me, right there, Team Moha. as they had to bring their fifth player back into the lobby, and they have been successful in that endeavor. And now we've got a full 5 versus 5 in play on first floor kitchen and service entrance. Second floor hookah was just one out of the back of a very, very, very good indeed 1v2 clutch from the Rook, as that saved them from defeat in that round. And now with their 5th in, looks like Moha wants to invest in the double GIGN. That is to say, the Doc and the Rook, the Spawn Peak brothers of Rainbow
Defenders,
Six Siege
protect your
currently,
bombs
that
from
is.
being defused by
And
attackers.
yeah, we're going to have Rook armors. We're going to have Doc healing himself up to 200 HP. I mean, 140, 200 isn't exactly possible. But regardless, overhealed Rook armor Doc. Oof.
I mean, just imagine Doc having a total of 200
Bomb
HP.
located
That would
by
actually
attackers.
kind of breaks the one-shot headshot. I mean, you have a Blackbeard on attack, but just imagine a BB on the side of defense. That would be Doc.
Yeah, except Doc doesn't even need any of those like weak face.
Yeah,
shields.
it doesn't make sense.
He's just
to
gonna
do that, right? Jack?
10 seconds
yeah, he's just
remaining.
gonna stroll up to Blackbeard and he's gonna like just pinch Blackbeard's shield,
seconds.
break it, and say, "You need this. I just have my steams."
Attackers objective.
And that'll be it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Blackbeard's stint in Rainbow Six over. He'll be announcing retirement next season. But jokes aside, round 5 is in play. Roxano, okay, he's got a shield inside of offices. That's probably
Attackers
Yellow's
have
shield right there.
located a bomb.
Yellow is going to put down a couple of ADSs to protect himself from projectile utility as well, if projectile utility comes in his general direction. Hamza is currently confused on the underpass right there. Going to go all the way around to the side of the front Lamborghini. He's just going to open up the main reception door. Has no skill in the meanwhile, trying to take a fight. Not quite. He's prone on the bathroom service entrance door, trying to peek main reception. The Cavera has been spotted. The drone gets taken out. And Hamza now knows that there's a very, very dangerous operator playing by the main reception area. Nanu right now, he's looking to get an interrogation or at the very least a kill. The Ella's here for support as well. Everybody rotated the very instant the call out came in that ESM were pushing to the side of service entrance and main door. Shots are being fired, traded all over the place, but no bodies. No, a body will be traded. In fact, Mello goes down. The Ella's of the F90 from Frankel comes to life as the Doc is now trying to get a refrag onto the gridlock. Does a bit of damage, but Frankel's going to find Nexus in the meanwhile. Another drop is in, and that is the Rook. One of the GIGN brothers is down as the Jaeger's trying to peek, but Nathan's going to find one onto Kuntal, and Patunka is going to refrag, at least retaliate onto no skill. The Cavera comes in, but no, the F90 comes in from Frankel once again. It's a triple kill from him as track singers are going out. Roxano is the last man standing. Suddenly in a 1v3. There's somebody inside of bathroom. There's a sledge outside his door. He somehow survives that. The sledge pushing in is going to be taken out for his trouble. The pistol comes out. He's got to find 2 more in this post-plant situation, and he's got 38 seconds to do it. Slowly pushing towards the side of offices. Roxano right now, he's caught between a rock and a hard place, and he's going to have to force his way through this. As that somebody's got a kitchen, he will find the head of Platoon Kid, making it a 1v2 actually. Still, it was a 1v3. I miscounted operator bodies, but still, he's in a bad spot. And oh no, he did not know that there was somebody behind the grill. That's Fankel once again with the F90. And the man found the kill, the quad kill for the gridlock in this round. That's going to give the side of East Samurai round 5. They're going to take the lead 3-2 is the scoreline on the round 6. The last round before roll swap, ladies and gentlemen. As, ESM did a fantastic job attacking, but they're going to do that one more time if they want to be in the advantage going on the defense, while the side of Team Waha, they need to equalize. Otherwise, ESM, they're not going to let up.
Well, you know what's the interesting part about this is Team Moha hasn't even decided on what side to be picked on. And if the side is going to be on Blue Bar or Sunrise Bar, they
wait a
have
minute.
to be prepared at all costs. No, what happened? Wait, is that a
Yeah.
6-pay coming in from Nexus?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No,
I mean, it's
like I popped in with the
Attackers
wait a
need to
minute
locate
because of
and
the
defuse
contested
bombs.
site.
yeah.
It's
See,
like it
oh
is.
my goodness, the
It's
predictions,
the
dude.
predictions.
The prediction.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Oh, this is not gonna go well on the side of Team Waha here, as the site unfortunately was contested, in which the site had to be picked random, and that random was on the first floor 2 bar. It's going to be really difficult though, because I believe the amount of operators that they've picked at this specific round, I believe they took it according to the second floor hookah bar, I believe.
10 seconds remaining.
But no, not on second floor hookah bar. They actually won hookah bar, but
5 seconds left.
They actually
before
thought of
insertion.
going in on first floor kitchen. Who knows? But yeah, Blue Bar is
Attackers
going to
are
be the
heading out
site
to
on
defuse
their
the bomb.
last round. We're going to be heading on to the action phase. Danu will be playing as the Capcan. Those EDD mounted, let them come, is very
Defender is
important
approaching a
indeed.
kill zone.
Unless and until if there is an IQ using with that scanner here. Now Roxano is actually trying to go for a spawn peek on the side of Hookah Lounge, but instead he's just going to fall back. Indeed, it's actually not that great if you lose an operator in the early amount of round. We'll be seeing Roxano being very aggressive. Once he went for a spawn peek, now he's going on. Oh my lord, what in God's name is that? No skill with the SMG Free Fire. He's going to be taking out one of the players, and now Dhanu is going to do the same. Looks like Team Moha, they are not giving up a single inch. A run-out comes in, which was very unnecessary, as Hamza will claim the right of Roxano. But here comes the trade yet again. It is Mello all by himself. I mean, it's not Mello, it's Killin all by himself, and he needs to figure this one out. He still needs to be careful about the EDD mounted. Because if he just gets in on one specific side, he'll be reduced to around 30 HP. Runout comes out from the kitchen, and Team Waha will gain that win. Round 6, going in the form of going on the side of Team Waha, as I believe that is the round equalized on both the teams, as we're going to be progressing to round 7. And here comes the role swap. Let's see how well that they're going to be performing this time. Will you be able to see some contested sites? I mean, to be quite frank, the contested site is what threw me off of the table, like literally, because I thought they weren't prepared for this, but the way how Moha took that problem into a positivity and making that positivity work was absolutely brilliant.
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar is definitely a pretty viable site, especially when it comes to the meta of Rainbow Six these days, which is pretty heavily based on utility. Speaking
Attackers
of
need to locate and defuse
metas,
as many
we've got the
bombs as they
Lion
can.
coming in from a Nexus, along, of course, with the Jackal and the Ash. That's some part
Attackers
of
have
the
located
Operation
a bomb.
Chimera meta, but no Dekebi and no Finka or Blitz, depends on your persuasion. Means
Or
that...
Jackal.
No, Jackal's in.
Ah, god damn it.
But regardless, it's 3/5 of the Operation Chimera meta, right? That's a bit of fractions right there. 3/5 with
All right.
everything 2/5, and yeah. Anyway, regardless of that simple little fact right there.
10 seconds left.
In a way, I'm kind of happy because I get bad flashbacks when I see the Operation
seconds
Chimera team
remaining.
come out. Do not
memories.
remind me. Do not remind me.
Bomb
of that.
located by
Yeah, although the
Right.
campaign was good though.
Attackers' objective is to defuse the
Outbreak
bomb.
was great. It was a great campaign.
It was a
event,
really
but-
good campaign. We had a total of, I believe there was a total of 3 co-op missions,
Defender
which
is
was really
approaching
fun to
the
play
kill
as.
zone. Defender
Oh,
has
looks
been
like he's going to be
discovered.
going for a run out here. I'm really sorry for interrupting you in the middle, Jack. You just go for it for now.
It's alright, Baba. But right now, the spawn pick came in from Fankel. Unfortunately, he was not able to find any heads as the man is going to pull back from the time being. I'll just take up the damage. So has Dhanu. Dhanu may have just repelled somewhere in with the Gara hook of the Amaru. Not entirely sure about that one. Maybe, maybe not. As oh, he's about to leave spawn. All right, pretty interesting. At least he's coming around the blue side, and not much happening right now. It's just intel gathering, while the side of ESM is just they're just running around all over the place. Tanu, he's got to be careful of the run out. No, he won't be. As the Valkyrie with the peak comes in, Platoon Kid will take that kill very nicely with the intel placed on the Black Eye cameras. Alliance Scan comes out the EE1D from the Lion. Not gonna find anybody as a wall. The kitchen is in. We did see that, but Kunto's gonna find Roxana. And even once again, the run out comes in from the Valkyrie. As nope. However, Mello will be the one to take down Platoon Kid. That's a big drop right there. Tati was being very, very deadly. As Kunto's gonna find 2, and Killen's gonna find Mello. In the meanwhile, out of nowhere, the Jaeger pops off with a double kill and leaves it in a one-man situation for the attackers. And unfortunately, Moha could not recover from that, as that sudden drop in the man count left them dazed, and the Legion took full advantage of that. Round 7 goes to the side of the defense. That is Samurai Esports. Of course, round 7 roll swap happened, and that means the side of Moha are attacking. And first floor kitchen went to the side of the defense. They're going to be going to second floor hookah now. And once again, looks like we've got the Amaru in play from the side of Moha. They want to invest in that operator, understandably so. The Gara hook has a huge surprise factor. Depends on whether or not the 6 pick is taken. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. Nope, the 6 is going to come out from Kunto into the alibi out of the Goyo. That's an interesting switch right there as round 8 is underway.
Attackers need to
Well,
locate and
six
defuse
picking
as
from
many
the
bombs as
alibi
they
isn't
can.
actually a bad option here, because according to what Alibi's primary gadget has, she has a deployable shield and an impact grenade. So it's up to her choice on what kind of preference that she'll be able to take. Most probably,
Bomb located by attacker.
most probably it's going to be a deployable shield indeed, because an alibi with the Prisma's holograms and you know how overpowered those deployable shield is. You combo it with the Bombai's anti-gadget and the Jaeger's ADSs, and it would be one of the most it will be one of the most powered thing. I really have to apologize because I have no idea on what to talk about it, because
5 seconds remaining.
all right, I just have to think for a bit here.
Attackers are
Well,
heading
on the
out
side of
to the
attackers,
bomb.
it's quite understandable that you do need a Twitch, because that shock drone will be able to take out any utilities being present on the side of E-Samurai, be it Alibi's holograms, Jaeger's ADSs, Legion Go mines, or most importantly, the Yokai drones. Now, finding that Yokai drones is going to be a bit of a challenge, because it is going to be Yokai drones basically invisible, but Melo, he's actually going to be finding out Killen, and a very aggressive push coming in on the side of the Sunrise Bar, taking out Legion by surprise, going to be taking out Killen. Now, keep that in fact that the Sunrise Bar is still on the hands of Team Moha here. They can be able to make some great plays, as Nexel with the inverted rifle, he's going to take out one of the operators here, switches with the pistol, but won't be able to win the fight against Raxano. I mean, the Platoon kid playing as the Valkyrie, such heavy aggression coming in on the side of E-Samurai Esports, that he actually went head-to-head, mano-a-mano against the Twitch, and she won that battle against him. Now, the Buck, he's going to get, a lot of information coming in on the side of defenders thanks to that Yokai drone, knowing for the fact that he's going to be arriving on the side of VIP room, but instead he's just going to rotate back, opening up the windows on the side of Penthouse. He's going to fall back, but look at that, Raxano, the perfect angle, taking out Frankel, which leads to only 2 players remaining on the side of E-Samurai Esports. No skill, he's going to be using the Garahu to get up on the side of Hookah Lounge. That is a great option indeed, and a great kill coming in. Look at that. Final kill comes in from No Skill with the G8 LMG, as Team Moha will win their first attack against E-Samurai Esports on 8th round, second floor. Hookah, the G8 LMG, favoring quite well in their favor, and also that Garahook using the utilities to get in on the hatches of the Sunrise Bar was actually a good idea indeed. So huge props to the Jackal himself as he gained the control of Sunrise Bar, taking out Legion, who was trying to, rotate on the side of the kitchen, but getting that control was very important for the attackers, and that's exactly how Team Moha won that fight against the Samurai on this specific defense. This time on round 9, we're going to be seeing E-Samurai defending the second floor Hookah Lounge yet again, and hopefully they are not going to, let's make sure that they won't be able to get that first frag yet again.
Well, aggression being traded with
Attackers need to
aggression is
locate
what
and
we're
defuse
seeing from the
bombs.
side of both of these teams right here, ladies and gentlemen. As E-Samurai, they played loose off the chain in round 7, taking Moha a little bit by surprise, even though Moha had they definitely had their say for a wee bit right there. It was a 3 versus 3 that suddenly became a 1v3, and then the drop was in from the Legion. However, right in this 8th round that we just had, the equalizer that came in from Moha right there, that was Moha playing completely loose as well, and that's pretty much what Coastline is. It can have a lot of utility, a lot of intel, but at the end of the day, it becomes a frag fest. That is pretty much what Coastline is in the Esports Club in the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six
Attackers
Siege,
are
that
heading
is.
out to the
And it's just down to how much intel you have and how hard can you frag with that intel. As we've got Killen all the way down in a service entrance of first floor. The Legion rolling around down there is going to be a bit of a pain in the backside for the side of Moha. We've got the Buck playing from the side of the attack, while the Amato's already in the second floor wide hallway. Gonna drop down as well because nobody was there. Tried to get a surprise kill onto somebody. Unfortunately, No Skill didn't find anybody just yet. taking out those default cameras at the very least is clearing out some intel gathering devices for the side of the defense. As Melo's going for that wide peek on the hookah window. Smoke grenade comes out as a no skill is going to be coming around. He might use the God hook. No, he decides not to, and that's a good idea because the blue rotate could be fatal for the side of the attack. Melo's actually going to find one with the PDW. That's Fankel on board. And I just realized that is in fact a PDW. But Kuntal and Platoon Kid pop off with two of their own. Tanu and Roxano go down. But the Valkyrie is going to be taken down by the Twitch running around inside of Blue Bar. Nexus takes that refrag on the Platoon Kid, leaving it a 3 versus 3 between both teams right now. As a minute 50 is quickly being approached on the clock. Shots are fired as the Alibi takes a lot of damage. He's super low on HP, and Melo's the one contesting on hookah window. Kuntal could go for this peak any second now as the push is coming in on the side of luggage. Scans come in. There we go. Alibi has been revealed her position. That is, her arms are shot, then the legs, and that's the kill onto Kuntal. It's a 3 versus 2 right now for the side of Team Moi. Push-up is in from Nexus onto the hallway. He's got to be careful of a deploy. But Shield of Clan is coming down. The drop will be found by Melo as well with the triple kill onto Hamza. Leaving Kill in the last man standing, rotating into Aquarium. He's going to come and shoot the Alibi Freeman for whatever reason, and then get shot at from the big window out of the long angle through hookah balcony. Post plant 1v3 for the Legion. Killen, he's been in situations like these before. We've seen him do this before, but can he do it today? Can he make a performance, a repeat performance of a clutch that he did in a previous season? No, he won't be able to. Melo will shut him down before that happens, as Killen is going to go down. The Legion's on the board. The PDW paying off for Melo. And oh, you hate to see it. The disrespect from the Jackal is in, as the PDW hipfire wins once again. Round 9 is also won by Team Moha as well, as they are going to take the lead 5-4 here on round 10.
A great a great 4K coming in. I don't know. Sometimes you know it's quite difficult to even speak. I don't know what is wrong with me. Maybe I did not drink a lot of water. Basically, yes. And this is why you need to drink water regularly, because hydration is very important, and you need to make sure that you feel healthy and hydrated every single day. So yeah, as I was trying to talk about, stay hydrated. Hydration is important, and hydration actually wins a lot of games. So yeah, as I was talking about the previous round out, a great pace coming in from Melo. 4 kills in his name with the PDW. An important kill indeed, where he was holding an angle, providing cover for the diffuser being planted on the side, giving them the win that they needed. Currently, them having that 1-point lead, they only need around 2 points to win the match against East Samurai Esports. It is going to be really difficult because East Samurai Esports, they can actually bring this back up. Now look at that, Melo with the post rehost, a total of 7 kills. And that is quite extraordinary coming in on the side of the attackers there. And no skill with the Amaru plays. It's quite working quite well in her favor. That surprise element is quite working quite well, and it's actually kind of placing East Samurai Esports clueless. So it's really good. But with a lot of denials coming on the side of defenders and a lot of intel both at the same time, let's see how well they're going to be doing it again this time. Hansa, he's going to go for a spawn peek on the security window, hopefully to take out any operators currently being present or trying to go from right downstairs. But unfortunately, there is Nexus who's trying to push in on the side of the office. He needs to realize that there is 2 operators currently being pushed in on the side of the offices. So I believe he's just going to push back indeed. He's going to fall back on the luggage window, so he'll be safe. But how long he'll be safe for now? Fankel, he's going to be holding up an angle on the side of the Sunrise Bar, and no skill. He will immediately take out Platoon Kid. A headshot coming in, and here comes the push from the Blitz. The choo-choo train is in effect. He's going to be able to flash him, but no, look at that. The turnaround comes in, and Mozzie wins the fight against the Blitz. Not like this, Team Waha. You did not expect it. I definitely did not expect to see that coming, but look at that, Hamza! 3 kills in his name in just 1 single magazine. He's going to take out 3 players on the side of Team Waha, as Melo is going to take out 1 player, Killen, but he is all by himself. He needs to get those 3 important kills, and the diffuser is down. He has a total of 1 minute and 40 seconds, and he needs to figure this one out. But look at that, the angle comes in, but Melo actually takes the head off of Hamza, immediately shutting the operator down. But he still needs to be careful on that specific side yet again, because there is Mozzie playing on the side of the courtroom. He has only 2 options. 1, get the control, get the diffuser hold, or to go in for the full frags. He actually decides to go for a smoke grenade, but unfortunately gets caught from the ADSs. The ping is quite important because that is the Moz's location being recovered, but no, he loses the fight against Frankel, and they're going to be winning their 10th round on defense. A really good defense coming in on the side of East Samurai Esports, and a wonderful 3-kill coming in from the Vigil by himself. A really great play as we're going to be progressing to round 11.
Round 11 is in play, ladies and gentlemen, and it is second floor hookah right there from the side of the defense. Finally, having won a side on the kitchen, East Samurai Esports will be switching things up by going back to pretty much the side that they were playing before they went kitchen, second floor hookah. So, they're not really switching things up. They're just doing it out of the fact that they can't go downstairs on kitchen anymore. With all that being said, Nexus, he disconnected and reconnected right there. He's back in the lobby as Platoon Kid with the 6-pick out of the Frost into Alright. He went through 3 operators right there to finally pick on the Valkyrie, while the Blackbeard is in, excuse me, right there, the Blackbeard is in
Attackers
from
need to locate
the
and defuse
attacking
as many bombs
side.
as they can.
Blackbeard, kind of a hotly contested operator in Rainbow Six Siege. We've talked about that a lot, so I'm not going to get into that. It's going to be interesting to see how No Skill puts the Blackbeard onto use, mind you.
Attackers
His
have
face
located
shields.
a bomb.
We did make a little bit of fun of them, me and Baba, earlier in the match, as they are, they're rather brittle compared to what they used to be way back in the day. But they're still useful. They do what they need to do, and that is more than enough for any Blackbeard mains out there. That's pretty much enough for any Rainbow Six player out there, for that matter. But
10 seconds left.
when it
before
comes to
insertion.
Blackbeard, he sort of instills a bad habit of being reckless,
5
because
seconds to go.
if you main him for too long, that is, because then you start thinking like, okay, I can't be
Attackers are
headshot,
heading
and
out
then
to
you go on to
defuse
any
the
other
bomb.
operator, or you play defense, and then you make those reckless plays. And sure, they could work out, but they don't always. That's the real factor there. Mello, in the meanwhile, he's gonna have to be very, very careful of those spawn peaks, but the spawn peaks on the underpass right there as the Amaru. Oh no, Danu. He tried to go in, tried to do the standard Amaru stuff, the Gara hook into a random place on the building, but he's gonna be taken off the board just as Mello is by Hamza, as the Vigil is going to take a kill. Nexus is going to find Hamza, but not going to be able to because he is just... Oh, he's actually going to be taken down by Platoon Kid from Blue Bar. Looks like there was a punch angle onto that office door, as unfortunately ESM are once again on a roll. They've converted this match into a 5 versus 2 when we've still got 2 minutes remaining. Oh, there goes one more. The Blackbeard's on the board, and Platoon Kid's got a double kill. It's all down to Roxano, who's actually close to sight. He's just chilling here inside of sight. He's in here. He has nothing to do as the defenders are slowly rushing back into sight from the side of the blue stairs. He's going to find one. He's going to find two. He's going to find Kunzel, though. Not quite. He's got to be careful of the Valkyrie on the blue stairs as well. Roxano, he suddenly converted this into a little bit of a bad situation for the side of ESM, but he's going to go down as, unfortunately, peeking blue stairs just didn't work out for him. It did work out for Platoon Kid, and Valkyrie will be the one to shut down the Zofia before she can inflict any more damage in this round. As round 12 will be in play, but it is match point right now from the side of ESM. They've won 2 back-to-back rounds, and now they are on a 6-5 advantage. And round 12, as all of our viewers know, is the round of ones, as I like to call it. 1 round for ESM to win and finish off the game right here. 1 round for the side of Team Waha to equalize and push for overtime. And of course, for me, overtime would be the much better situation, but, even if it is a 7-5 victory, it'll still have been a fantastic game from both teams. We've got the 6-pick coming out from Mello out of the Montaigne into whatever operator his team needs. Okay, that's the Thatch right there, as we are going to be heading to Blue and Sunrise Bar.
Well, this is what happens when you use the same strategies 3 times in a row. Amaru actually thinking of getting that surprise element by using the Gara hook to get in on the white stairs window. But unfortunately, we actually did see Killen being prepared for that push coming in, taking out the Amaru. Very important early frag, and that aggression turned quite well in the favor of East Samurai Esports, and currently, since this side is going to be on Blue Bar, it is match point on the side of East Samurai Esports, and judging by their utilities and strategy wise, it is quite working well on their favor. They are currently on top of their form, and Team Moa is having the
10
worst
seconds
day
remaining.
indeed. Keep that in mind that they've lost 3 matches in a row.
5 seconds
If they
left.
don't win this one out, it is it's really sad, to see it. But I don't want to see Team Moha losing this matchup against them, because they've been performing really quite well, and this is the time to definitely prove that they're worthy to be in the League of Division 2. Match point in the favor of Samurai Esports and Team Moha. They need to keep their stuff back together, or else it is going to be quite detrimenting for them. As we're going to be seeing Raxano, and next is Raxano. He's just going to get control on the side of the second floor hookah lounge. Maybe not going to have any problems indeed. We're going to be seeing Kuntal with the deployable shield. The same strategies indeed. It's not going to be any changes coming in. A lot of ADSs to deny any utilities coming in on the side of attackers. It's going to be really difficult for them indeed. The smoke with the SMG-11. We see him get those important peaks as he takes out 1 or 2 operators out by surprise, as one of the Thatch's EMP is being thrown out. So he has to fall back, but Fakun Kher actually has found a way in, taking out Raxano with the C4, and Hamza has decided to be the shield to block the entrances of the attackers who was trying to push in on the side of Sunrise Bar. And now Team Moha are basically in a bit of a tight spot here. Thatcher, he can be able to use the EMP to disable the Clash's shock, but instead he actually decides not to do it instead. Now, there is one player holding on the side of offices, and that is Fankel, so he'll be able to hold one, but Melo, that headshot coming in, taking out Kuntal, to immediately take out one player currently situated on the side of Sunrise Bar. So for Clash, he is all by herself, I believe, and she's been very problematic. But no, look at that, yet again, not Danu is going to win that fight against Fankel, even though that the deployable shield was being used, and with that they have control of the specific sites up here, and they are compromised on both the location, one on the offices and one on the other side of one on the opposite. Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing Paktoon Kid trying to make a fight against not Danu, but Paktoon Kid is already oh so low on HP, and he is going to go down indeed from none other than No Skill himself. With the Ash on play, the Ash with the diffuser, he's going to be planning it out. Killen with the 2 kills with his name, with the Jaeger being on play, as Flash is going to be using the shock immediately. Shock him in. Here comes that bikini body style as he immediately takes out Melo, and now it's all down to No Skill all by herself, playing oh so very long on the side of Blue, and she has that opportunity, but that opportunity is definitely coming to a close because she is going up against the Clash. All she has to do is the block the windows, and Killen is going to go for the defuse. Ash, well, she is definitely going very slow in the dark, as the Samurai Esports, they're going to be winning it out in style, winning a 12th round on defense on first floor Blue Bar, claiming their win against Team Waha on map Coastline. And my god, Samurai Esports actually denied Team Waha to go to overtime.
I mean, it's one thing to be denied overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We get to see that a lot, but that was one definitely very, very unusual way to close out the defense. We've seen this before, but very, very rarely. Well, where the Clash is able to block the attacker from coming in and stopping the counter defense. It was hilarious, and I think I'm kind of thankful that my mic was muted on stream, because I was out here rolling in laughter. But enough about that. We are gonna be drawing a close to the first game of the night right here, ladies and gentlemen, as ESM have gotten the victory over Team Waha 7-5 on a Coastline. As we're gonna be taking a quick break before we come back with the second game of this stream, and that is Havocs versus Oh Yeah. And it's gonna be a pretty interesting game indeed. With that being said, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces Ultragear gaming monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead!
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead!
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host and analyst, Baba Gusta, and our admin, Mr. Reborn, as we are here for the second game of the day and the second game of this stream in day 4 of Division 2 in Season 5. A lot of numbers right there. But before we get into this game, a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC featuring a limited edition PC cabinet, Siege-themed PC cabinet by NZXT. A very, very fantastic one, might I add. There's only 500 of those across the world. So if you want a chance to have one for yourselves, check out the socials of the Esports Club on Instagram and Facebook, and the link down in the description below for details on how to enter this giveaway. With all that being said and done, it is Havoc's taking on, oh yeah, on the map of Consulate. A very, very exciting game coming up on our screens, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be a fantastic one that we have ahead of us as the band phase is already underway. But more about this game from our analyst, Baba Gusta. Baba, the mic is yours.
Yeah, I just realized that I did not, unmute myself.
I
Yes, I just realized. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, as I was talking about previously, Team Havocs, they've only won against E-Samurai 2-7 against, Havocs winning. They've only won 1 matches in this specific season, and that too, it was against, E-Samurai Esports. A really great win against, going up against them, but... they still they've only won 1, but coming on the side of Team Oh Yeah, they have won a total of 3 wins, and quite a fabulous matchup that we actually get to witness on those previous one going up against Instinct Esports, and the second going against Team 869 on map Oregon. A really great place coming in, especially from Ariel and Mike. What great coordination as well as crossplay being displayed. But we'll see how well we are going to be seeing on match 2, where we're going to be seeing Havoc's defending, going up against Team Oye on map Consulate. Now, going to the community votes, it's almost quite the same. Oye on 51% and Havoc's on 49%. So the community is favoring on the side of Team Oye, but Havoc's also is around 49%. So we have, many people are saying that Team Oya is actually going to win against Team Havoc's, but only time will tell as we're going to be progressing our first round on map Consulate. Now, it is going to be a difficult round indeed for the attackers, because on a map like Consulate, it is quite the defender-sided, knowing for the fact that the second floor console office and basement garage is it's quite heavily packed, unless and until if you pick out one of the important operators on the side of defenders. So that's pretty much basically it on the analysis checks. That's pretty much basically it on the analysis decks, as we're going to be proceeding to round 1 action phase. In effect, we're going to be seeing I would say a normal holes being used, not quite a lot of reinforcements being placed on the side of a meeting room, which is quite unusual to see, because most of the time you'd be able to see 2 or 3 reinforcements being used on the left side of the meeting room, but make a rotation on the right side, which can be able to hold on an angle from the meeting room through the bathrooms. Whereas we're going to be seeing we're going to be seeing Mojo be playing on the yellow stairs all by himself. It is quite a risky one indeed, because there is the echo, the Yokatrons. He can be able to disorient the players and do on his own matters occur. Now Mike, he's going to be opening up the windows on the side of meeting room, hopefully prepping for that run out, as one of the, I believe, the Nomads is going to be detonated, so he's going to be using the second one in dead. Gets denied from the ADSs, which leaves Mike an opportunity to go for that wonderful run out. Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing Wincy is all by himself, as he's going to be holding an angle on the side of the long desk. He actually goes back from the stairs instead and decides that it would be better to use the C4 play instead, which is actually good play. It's not quite bad indeed, but that intel coming in from Mike, one of those important black eye camps, it's not going to be taken out from Luxia. The IQ, he needs to be really careful, because if he does not take out that important cameras, Team Oye has the opportunity. And just like I was talking about opportunity, Wincy, that first frag taking out Kingslayer, the sledge the breach hammer, and of course the 2 frag grenades will be out as Vinci is going to safely rotate back but gets caught from Luxia as he's going to be taking out Vinci from the spiral set himself. Picks out the the scanner as he's going to take out the important utilities, as Mojo on the other hand takes out Cheesecake. That is 2 operators down on the side of Team Havoc, and they have absolutely zero idea on how to get in. There is still a repel coming in on the side of Teddy Oi as he's rappelling on the console office, as Mike is downed and confirmed by Teddy Oi himself. He has the diffuser in hand. The only problem is he just needs to get in on the side of console office. He doesn't have his teammates covering his back, so it would definitely be a lot of risk, because there is Sick Boy holding on the side of waiting room with that bullet hole being prepped up. And with that, they only have 35 seconds left, and Havoc is pretty having a lot of problems to deal with, but Luxia is going to make it a little bit easy, taking out Mojo. The Echo is down, and the Yokai drones will not be in play, as Teddy Oi will confirm going for the plant on the side of console office, as Sick Boy is very close on the side of console office. He may be able to take out the thermite, and he will do so in fashion. Sick Boy taking out Teddy Oi. They need to be careful on the other 2 players here, Luxia and Six Surge, who is going to fall back indeed. It would be a great opportunity, but it's not going to work out. The IQ scanner comes in. The hit comes in, but Six Surge, he's going to be able to take out Sick Boy as he's going to be going out for the run out. That is Ariel. That run out is not going to work out indeed. Six Surge with the repel, getting those 2 important kills on round 1, securing their round on attack. First round goes in their favor.
A beautiful attack coming in from Havoc, even when it looked like they would have some trouble falling into sight, seeing as it was a 3 versus 4 at one point in favor of Oh Yeah. The defense worked out in their favor, and the IQ plays right there were actually pretty smart as well, going underneath and making sure to wait until the counter defuse came out, because of course that's a piece of utility that runs on batteries, and IQ can detect them with the RED scanner out. And of course that is what he tried to do. Unfortunately, there was the Thatcher rappelling upside down on the double window of sight, getting that kill, as the Lion will be brought in by Kingslayer. All right, he's going to bring in that CBRN operator right there, one of the more despised ones, shall we say. And, you know, when it comes to the CBRN, Lion gets more play than Finka, primarily because of his global ability, as even to this day, for whatever reason, people don't feel like the Finka's global ability is as good. I mean, I would beg to differ on quite a lot of occasions, but then again, when it comes to Finka, I always shotgun rush into sight, and exclusively, so I might not be the best person to ask about Finka's utility in competitive Rainbow Six. Meanwhile, Ariel that is, he's gonna have to make sure that whenever he's making those rotates happen, he has to not destroy one of his own teammates in the process. Maybe a couple drones, yeah, that's fine. Attacker utility, absolutely. But his teammates, no, that's a no-go, ladies and gentlemen, as you want to make sure all 5 of your defending operators are on full HP. And speaking of defending operators, we didn't actually do the roster introductions today. So, from the side of Oh Yeah, we've got Ariel, Mike, Sick Boy, Vinci, and Mojo. And from the side of Havoc, we've got Luxia, Kingslayer, Slick Surge, Teddy Oi, and Cheesecake. Tons and tons of potential between both of these teams right now, and a large amount of skill being present here in the lobby, as we are going to be underway with round 2. Once again on second floor console office and meeting room. Rappels coming out as the attackers are going to make their way on to the roof. Shots are being fired as an E1D comes out already. Interesting. Flashbang's thrown. Unfortunately, Kingslayer missed that throw of the flashbang. Oh, my magnet comes out because the ADSs are slowly being burnt out, but that's not enough, because there's another ADS close to Womai, and then there's the Womai magnet that he just put down. Meanwhile, there's another flashbang to bait out the Womai magnet outside of meeting room. There you go. Cheesecake makes the play. He knows that there might be another one, but there isn't. So he's going to be able to put down that air jab to stop a run out from coming in. Beautifully done right here from the side of Havoc's on the attack. They know what they need to do. They know what needs to be cleared and what doesn't. As, ooh, that's okay. Mojo with the Echo Drone. Sending it out of the main front door to gather some intel. He's going to send it out again to try and see if somebody's repelling, but he's got to come back because that detection time is a limiter on his drone. Meanwhile, Kingston is going to get one. Vinci's on the board, and Lion's battle rifle comes alive, ladies and gentlemen, and that's a pretty huge first kill. The Mozzie's on the board, while Sick Boy once again holding with the bullet hole angle on the console main windows. Teddy, right? He's got a nice little angle there, looking to where Mike is on the yellow stairs. But does he know that the smoke is playing this close? Aerial, he could be a pretty influential right here if he comes in for a play. As Mojo is actually gonna find the Echo. He didn't go for a jump out. I think he did. There's no reason for him to be outside. Otherwise, as another line scan comes in, Luxia in the meanwhile has confirmed onto the Echo. As Sigma's gonna find a kill on the 6th Surge. That is the Zofia off the board, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a pretty big drop, as well as gas canisters are coming up from the smoke to deny the push in from the side of the attackers. Right now, it is a 3 versus 4. And Ariel, Mike, and Sigma are all that's left for the side of, oh yeah, former Never Diamonds. And they are going to have to make this play happen right here. Unfortunately, nothing much coming out from either team right now. 30 seconds remain for the side of Havoc to get into sight. There's a couple towards the side of Admin. They're going to have to be careful, though. There's a Jaeger playing in meeting. Meeting door. That is Sigma is pushing up. He could be found by the line, but there's somebody on Visa stairs. That's the IQ. The G8A1 breaks the barbed wire to try and beat out the Jaeger, but he won't be doing that. Sigboy, he knows where he needs to be. As there's a push coming in from long desk. Shots are fired from inside the bathroom. He knows that there's somebody there now. As the Jaeger's been spotted, the G8A1 comes in. Is he going to find him? Yes, it is. No, that's Kingslayer who finds him. As the Lions battle rifle is found. One will find another. No, the Wamai comes in, gets a kill, gets 2. Luxia and Kingslayer down. And there goes the Thermite inside of sight. And the final kill from Mike is confirmed as well. Nice and quickly finding all 4 remaining attackers. The side of, oh yeah, refusing to give up as they make that conversion from a 3v4 to a 2v0, ladies and gentlemen. And that gives them their first round on board. On the defense, round 2 goes to them. The early game equalizer is in, and it is 1-1 going round 3 on Cafeteria and Garage.
Well, that was a flawless recovery coming in on the side of Team Oh Yeah. Mike and Ariel definitely not giving up, getting those important kills that they need. And with that, equalizing the round 1-1, we're going to be progressing to round 3. Basement Garage is going to be the site, as we're going to be seeing a double 6-bit coming in. Cheesecake switching it from the Nomad to the IQ, as Vinci is going to be changing it from the Mozzie to the Alibi. Now, coming back to the Alibi, it has its own advantages and disadvantages. Now, Alibi is very great when it comes to being a roamer, because she has those those holograms in which she can be able to detect any operator's presence currently being situated at any particular site, or you can be able to use that holograms as a bait for the attackers unless and until they get to know that if it's a hologram or not. It's basically more of like a mind games coming in from the operator Alibi, and she also has that pretty devastating weapon of that SMG. It has a good amount of fire rate, but it has a decent damage as well. I believe around 23 or 30. I believe I'm just not that accurate when it comes to that weapons damage, but it is one hell of a damage, one hell of a gun indeed. The only counter is she does not have any C4 utilities to convert those kills to get into a convert kill. So she has to either rotate back and hold a proper angle so that she has to win most of the fights through gunfights, not from utilities instead. That's basically more about Alibi is going to be progressing to the action phase. Now, we're going to be seeing a Mojo playing on the main lobby as the Valkyrie. She can be able to get those useful information thanks to her black eye cams. Maybe she might be able to go for a run out either on the piano window or from yellow stairs console window. It's up to her perception. But as we're going to be seeing that exothermic charges is going to be being placed, as we're going to be seeing one of the Thatcher's EMP being used, and will be successful open on the right side of the garage wall, opening up an angle for the defenders. That looks like Kingslayer don't want to waste that time indeed. First frag comes in, taking out Ariel, and 6 Surge is going to do the same, taking out Mike. That flashbang was about to work out. The instant denial from the Jaeger's ADSs and that conversion of the kill, but he won't be able to survive that long. Luxia with that frag, taking out 6 Boy. The final frontier comes in as they successfully plant the diffuser. The runout comes in on the side of Mojo. The C4 comes in. Will it be able to connect? No, it doesn't. But Vinci on the other hand, taking out Luxia. There is 2 important operators right outside the garage. He actually goes for a run out, but Cheese Guys will be there to deny it, leading to Vinci all by himself, and a clutchful situation. All he has to do is find a perfect kill. He'll be able to take out Teddy. He'll be able to get the IQ going, thrown out right from below. He loses what a lot of HP. Goes for the knife. He actually wins the knife. What in God's name that just happened? Triple kill coming in from Vinci, but will he be able to get the defuse counter? No, he doesn't. Havoc's winning round 3 by successfully disarming the bomb. My God, that was really close. What exactly just happened there? IQ had a G8 LMG, able to take out Vinci, but Vinci just had no bullet either on the SMG or the bailiff shotgun. He just immediately rushes in, goes for the knife, and gets it. Wow, that I did not expected that. That really just threw me off the table, dude. Jesus.
I mean, at the end of the day, say what you want, but the pre-fire from the IQ, that was, woo, that was a pre-fire and a half. And then, again, I'm not sure how Vinci didn't pick up on the prone peak from the IQ. Sure, the first time, all right, I get it, standing peak was probably expected. But then he went in, he looked up. The bullets were coming from below, he looked up.
Attackers need
And
to
then he
locate
looked down,
and
he
defuse
missed a couple
bombs.
shots, he missed with his bailiff, IQ missed with the G8. It was a cluster of just, I don't know what kind of decisions were being made there. I don't know what their comms were like. Maybe both teams were screaming so hard that they weren't able to like focus on what they needed to do. At the end of the day, it worked. The defuse went off. Enough time was wasted on the end of the alibi. So, I mean, if it works, it works. But ooh, so taking that to pushing that thing to its limits right there. Havoc said, oh yeah, as they are 2-1 up on the scoreline right now. That is Havoc's are 2-1 up as we're going to be heading back to basement garage from the
Attackers are
side
heading out to
of
defuse a
the
bomb.
defense. We got the Echo in play yet again. The Valkyrie, no alibi this time as we've got the Kaid coming in from aerial, bringing in the electrical interference of the Electro Claws. No bandits, my dude, as primarily speaking, bandit on basement garage of conflict. Not really the best operator to have in that situation, as Luxia is going to be using the Gata hook of the Amaru to make herself, to make her presence known, at the very least, on the top floor on console office. He's going to be holding down the stairs, yellow stairs as Cheesecake is going to drone himself and his teammate in. Flashbangs come out as Vince he was holding the deployable shield, alright, the 200 IQ deployable shield strat on pipes. Looks like he's going for that. There you go. He's got it out. Will it work though? I don't think it will. I think he's just trying to deflect bullets rather than actually hide. Well, Kingston's been down in the meanwhile. That is from the Valkyrie. As the C4 comes in, will claim her life? No? No, Mojo goes down in the meanwhile. The Valkyrie couldn't detonate the C4, but now the Reaper's in a tricky spot because there's somebody watching from yellow stairs. No shots are going to be confirmed as the gas canister goes out, and it will confirm on the Kingston even regardless. Vinci takes that kill as that gas canister was a smart use of utility to make sure that the Ash at the very least was confirmed onto, equalizing the man count between both teams. No hold on the first floor bathroom, mind you. There is no move in play in this matchup as the electrical will be taken down. Teddy himself has to do the work. There is no Thatcher, so he's done his job. Now he's going to come in to get the hard breach done. Aerial in the meanwhile, he has an electrical to throw it. Is he going to be able to trick this out? He may just. Is it going to work? Oh, it does at the last second! Kaid bringing the hype right there. Aerial making sure that the breach does not happen under any circumstances. All he's got to do is stay alive and take out the IQ Cheesecake before Cheesecake can take out that piece of defender utility. I think it may have already happened, and the Thermite is going for the breach as their Sigma on top floor going to find one onto Luxia, making it 3 versus 4. Less than a minute remains as the hard breach finally comes out, but a lot of time has been wasted by the defenders using their utility perfectly. Will the Jaeger be spotted? Oh, he will actually. He pulled back at the last second, but he still gets the kill. Sigma with a double on the Cheesecake as that puts the side of the attack. Havoc's in a bit of a bad position. Six Surge and Teddy are the only ones remaining against Vinci, Sick Boy, Mike, and Ariel in this 2 versus 4 situation that they found themselves in. Vinci's low on HP. He'll finally be taken down by Six Surge. The Zofia playing vertical. That's 1 kill, but they need to confirm a few more. Mike in the meanwhile is trying to push into sight from yellow stairs. He knows that Ariel is probably playing below, right next to the yellow stairs. That is, will the kite go for peak? He does, but he misses his shots. A little too late on that peak right there, as maybe another confrontation will come in. While Six Surge, he's trying to go into spiral, maybe potentially question mark. No, he's come back. He knows that there's somebody on the flank as Mike is going to find Teddy. And meanwhile, there's the Jaeger down, but with only 2 seconds remaining, there's nothing Six Surge can do, and he's just going to stick it out on the first floor to make sure that at the very least his custom match KD doesn't go down. And that is going to give the side of, oh yeah, round 4 on Basement Garage, which means once again the early game second equalizer is gonna come in on round 5. 2-2 is the score line, and we're gonna be heading back to second floor console office and meeting room.
Well, 2-2 in favor of no one. A really great defense coming in on the side of team. Oh yeah, especially Sigboy with those two important kills holding on the side of console office. We eventually didn't actually get the kill off from Luxia, but in the end the timer was out. The attackers didn't have any time to get in the side, and oh yeah wins the round. 6 coming in as 6 Surge is going to be changing from the sledge to the IQ because there is a Valk being in play, and when you see a Valk being played, those black eye camps are
Attackers need to locate and
very
defuse as many
crucial when
bombs
it
as
comes
they
to
can.
getting those conversions of information to kills. Taking out those camps will be a lot more easier for Team Havocs to get in on the side to hopefully focus on the exact objective at hand, taking out those operators, going for the plant as best as they can with a given amount of time. Now, coming on the side of the attackers, we've been seeing a lot of great performances coming in, especially, I believe, who was the Ash being played? I believe it was, I guess it was
10 seconds left before insertion.
yeah, currently I have absolutely zero idea on who was playing as the Ash, because
5
the
seconds
first
to
time
go.
when we actually see that push coming in, when team
Attackers' objective is to locate
sorry
a
when
bomb
when
and
team
defuse it.
OEA was defending on the side of basement, that push was absolutely really good from the Ash herself. Didn't quite get it. But yeah, enough about the past. Let's just talk about the present here. Round 5, 2-2. And the side is going to be on the second floor console. Vamai will be playing on the side of yellow stairs with the help of the Jaeger's ADSs being placed. So all he has to do is wait for those ADSs to exhaust so that he can be able to throw the Vamai's gadget. Pretty simple, not that complicated indeed. What was complicated is Cheesecake using his the gadget in which they can be able to halt any flank coming in, especially the runouts on the side of meeting, as well as the windows of the bathroom windows in which the defenders won't be able to go for an instant run out. Flashbangs being thrown, and with the follow-up of the drone to hopefully get out and get those information as best as they can, but unfortunately he won't be able to get any informations instead. Now Kingslayer, with that buck, he can be able to open any lines of sight which connects through the bathroom's window through to the connector, and that drone work is eventually going to find the exact location of where Pulse is. Going for the pre-fire on the white van, immediately falls back. Mojo, he's still in a lot of trouble because he has to find 2 players, and he will actually find one. Mojo taking out Cheesecake, but here comes the another opponent, and that is Luxia. Mojo in very low HP. That C4 is quite detriment, and if he gets out, it's going to be very difficult for him. The drone works immediately comes in, immediately compromises the location of where Luxia is. It's going to be taken out, but here comes Luxia on the prowl, on the hunt, and also on a mission to take out Mojo. She's going to be taking out the case we left him to take out. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we see him aerial code with the SMG-11 contesting right from below as he takes out one important operator. Indeed, that is 2 operators off the board, and Mojo, he is still alive and kicking. Mike taking out for the operator, and here comes the support coming in from Sick Boy and Mike as the defenders will steadily hold their ground, winning round 5 on second floor console office. As we're going to be proceeding to round 6, their final defense, and looks like they're going to be defending on basement garage yet again. A really great performance coming in from both the teams, especially OEA on defense, Mike and Mike and Mojo on the previous round, and also on the side of attack, Teddy Oi and Cheesecake. Really great performance coming in from both the teams, but unfortunate that early kills went in the favor of Team OEA. That 2 important kills was working quite well, and that confirmation knowing that Pulse was in trouble, and OEA defending their teammate at their lives by going for that perfect flank out eventually get them the lead that they needed.
Absolutely well said right there, Baba. That was a fantastic run coming up from OEA to confirm the flawless victory right there, at least on that round specifically. They are on the lead. 3-2 is the score line, and they've taken the lead for the first time in this game as well, because excuse me, up until that point they were waiting on the equalizer to come in against Havoc before they could even try to push for it. And then unfortunately that was a round 3 where Havoc managed to take back the lead. But now it is in fact the side of OEA who are on the lead. it's always a game of being on the lead when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six. Because the larger lead you have, the better it is for you as a team, because that puts you one step closer to match point, and that puts your opponents farther and farther away from the match point as well. As soon as you get to match point, you can get the victory, just one round to win after that, but you know, it's not quite gonna be in. You know, it's not quite the case all the time, because we've seen comebacks from match point for teams in the deficit. Right now, very weary with the spawn peaks, and understandably so. Sick boy, he's doing what he can. Will he find a head? There is a Hibana very close to him, Teddyoy that is. But he's moving around a bit too much. He could find the head. No, his head will be found. No, not even that. The smoke survives. Oh, Ariel, he got away with his life, and he only barely knows it, as now the Doc is trying to contest his peak from Teddyoy, the Hibana. And the Doc locked in a standoff that I don't think they know that they're locked in this standoff either. Sick boy, he's moved to antechamber, as the drone's gonna come in to try and find where these defenders are actually sitting. Right there. Teddyoy in the meanwhile, droning away. There we go. Sick boy will take out the drone. His position was given away, and now the Hibana knows that there's somebody playing antechamber, and that's the Doc himself. Not much happening. Shots are being traded, drones are being taken out, utilities are being put in place. So Mike's been spotted on second floor meeting, mind you. Mike, he's holding a pretty influential spot. There's also somebody on yellow stairs. That's the Jaeger Vinci that they've got to be careful of. Somebody's inside of console office already. That's Luxia the Ash. And Luxia will in fact take down Vinci. Nice quickly. That's the Jaeger on board. Will he find one more? Yes, he will. The double comes in as Mike goes down. It's a double kill for the Ash. As now, Sick boy, he's trying to play against the Hibana inside. Does he know? Yes, he does now. And unfortunately, that's at the cost of his life. 5 versus 2 right now as Havoc has slowly taken control of site. Ariel, he's going to rotate down onto Garage and try and come up through yellow stairs all over again, as Spiral is being held by the attackers as well. Mojo's going to find one on the 6 search. Unfortunately, the Echo was not able to disable the plant, so he's going to have to settle for disabling the diffuser. Pushes in onto second floor to try and play vertical, but there's somebody, the IQ inside of console, finds one. That's a nice shot, but Cheesecake will go down in the meanwhile as the Echo takes the refrag. Will he find the Ash? Yes, he does. A triple kill for Mojo. He has to ace to clutch this one. He sees the thermite. Will he find the head? No, he's out of ammo, and now he's got to make this quick. He's got 10 seconds to make this happen, and he's moving in through round desk. He needs to find thermite. Then he needs to find Hibana. Trying to push in, but no, he won't be able to. Mojo's going to be taken off the board. Kingslayer will happily take that kill, deny him the ace clutch, and that is going to give the side of Havoc round 6, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a halftime. Round 6 has been confirmed. Round 7 roll swap is in play, but more importantly, it is 3-3 in nobody's favor, and we are going to have Oh Yeah on the attack and Havoc's on the defense. First floor lobby is the side that we're going to be going to instantly, and it should be a pretty exciting game from here on out.
Well, it is going to be pretty interesting indeed. Vinci with those important plays on the side of defense, but this time we're going to be seeing Vinci be performing on the side of attack. It is going to be really I'm really excited to see how well it's going to go down. Round 7 is going to be on first floor lobby and press room. This is quite challenging here, as Havoc has actually choose the site on lobby, in which many of them would actually prefer the second floor console office or the basement garage. I mean, yes, you would actually use the first floor main lobby to be its last resort, but this time using that specific site here, let's see how they are will be performing here. The most operators that you've been seeing quite regularly is the Smoke here. Now Smoke, when it comes to his deployable shield and gas canisters, they are quite deadly and has the opportunity to waste a lot of time for the attackers to push in on the side, which is very important indeed. But you just need to remind for the fact that Smoke has the SMG-11. It's quite deadly if you have a precise aim that long. How can I call it? It has a very small magazine capacity, I believe, 15 bullets in one magazine. And the problem is, each and every kill that you get from that SMG, you have to reload so that they can be able to go and fight against the other operator here. So Smoke is quite really good when it comes to 1v1 challenges, but if a trade comes in, that's where a Smoke has a huge counter right now. action phase will come into play, as we're going to be seeing the team on the side of OEA getting control on the side of admin office. Now that's not, that's not a pretty problematic here. The only problematic is that there is two players holding an angle, that is Teddy Oi and Cheesecake. Keep that in mind that Zofia is already in, and he just takes out Teddy Oi. First frag comes in, and Mojo is going to be able to take out the important operator indeed. The Jaeger with the R4 carbine will no longer be in effect, but Cheesecake, he has determined to stay on the meeting room. He has great amount of reinforcements. The only problem is he doesn't have his teammates to cover his back. I believe there is Kingslayer playing on the bathrooms, hopefully to gain an angle to take out the operators by surprise. But here comes Mike, the Hibana, using the Excaros pellets to make sure that there wouldn't be any operator holding that specific site here, because that meeting room gives a lot of opportunities for the attackers to gain an angle, especially that hatch indeed. We're going to be seeing a lot of gunfights coming in from Vinci as he just repelled inside the console office, leading to Kingslayer falling back. Now Wamai, he is all by himself, and he is in a very dangerous position here as Cheesecake, he's going to be flashed for his entire life. Here comes the push in, and Mojo will confirm it. Cheesecake out, Teddy Oi out as indeed. And that is already two players down, but make that one, as Luxia is going to use the C4 to detonate and successfully takes out Sick Boy. The Iana, those holographic prismas and the frag grenades won't be in play. 3-3 is the scoreline still yet, and this is basically, it's quite intense to see how well it's going to be going down. Kingslayer is only holding an angle on the yellow stage, try to make sure that if any of them tries to get in, he can be able to take out without having any problems indeed. Alright, 55 seconds left for Team OEA to push in, and an accidental flashbang comes in where he actually flashes himself by none other than Vinci himself. As Luxia, he can be able to, go for a, window pick to eventually get that perfect kill, but he decides to gain control on the meeting room because it is quite important indeed. That's where Luxia is playing, that's where Mojo is playing in, but if they don't get control indeed, he actually sees the leg, goes for the shot, but won't be able to connect, but Kingslayer will be able to get the connect indeed. Ariel is out for the count, but the diffuser is also down indeed. Six Surge with the SMG plays, taking out Mike. The diffuser is down. The attackers only have around 16 seconds left. Vinci goes for the aggressive push. The shotgun versus the AK. The AK wins indeed. Six Surge is down for the count, but Kingslayer actually makes a turnaround, but you're going to be seeing Vinci yet again. Going for the push. He's going to win it out yet again. Vinci with those 3 important kills, as he's going to give the win, the first win on attack, as Team OEA is going to be winning on round 7 on first floor main. What a great push coming in from Vinci, getting those 3 important kills, goes for the fake defuse to push, to make Pulse push in on the side of the hatches, even though they did not had any more time. He has to go for the frag, and he successfully made it. Team OEA 4-3, currently in their favor on attack. Let's see how well Havoc is going to be performing on round 8, in which they are going to be going on the same side yet again, first floor lobby and press room.
Interesting side decision right here from the side of Havoc's, going back to first floor lobby and press room, excuse me. As Baba pointed out, it's a pretty interesting decision, shall we say, because you don't normally go back to this site on the first floor, especially if you have console office and garage available on second floor and basement. So hopefully Havocs, they can perform a little better in the end of the round this time than they did last time, because they pretty much had it under control. The Pulse didn't even need to peek. He could have just sat back, relaxed, and waited for the Nomad to go for plant. He had the cardiac sensor, he had the high ground, he had everything that was going for him. Unfortunately, he peaked, and he got his head taken off for his trouble, and that gave the side of OEA on the attack one more round. They got the lead on round 8, 4-3 being the scoreline. However, it's going to be very interesting to see how this next bit happens, as the next segment of the match, that is. Seeing as Havocs, they might just want to equalize right here. They've been able to do it. They've been able to equalize against OEA before, as have OEA managed to equalize against Havocs' leads as well. But what will be the resolution of this game remains to be seen. Meanwhile, an air jab blew up somewhere else. I'm not sure where Vinci was using his air jabs. He's taking a bit of damage as well, and he's lost a quarter HP. He's got to be careful on where he makes his peaks happen. And the Nomad, I think that was the Wamai Magnet that we saw that we saw Cheesecake use not a second ago. However, Mojo in the meanwhile barely avoids a C4. That was Kingslay's C4 right there. Sitting inside of administration office, Jones know where he is. The attackers know that he's playing there. And there we go, he's been spotted. Looks like there may be an attempt to play vertical, but Six Surge is here on console office in the meanwhile to try and get a couple of kills on the repeller. That is Vinci. Shots being fired. Kingslayer, he's right up against the admin window, at least the south window on admin. Flashbangs are going to come in to make sure that the Valkyrie isn't allowed to sit there, as there is an attacker closing in from copy room, but the down is in, the kill is confirmed. Sigboy will take that, and Kingslayer is off the board. It's a 4 versus 5 right now, as Cheesecake deploys yet another magnet. One defender down for Havocs, 4 more to go. Oh yeah, trying to push in. There's a Jaeger on yellow stairs. They don't know that just yet. Vinci's holding down yellow stairs for the time being. Gonna take out the default cam that was in console desk. And now there's a bullet hole peek on where the Jaeger's sitting. That is, again, the yellow stairs landing. Vinci's got to be careful though. That is still a soft wall. But he's going to find Cheesecake in the meanwhile, making a punch hole angle through the meeting from Connector. As he's going to find another one. Tedia goes down. And that leaves the side of the defense Havocs in a 5 versus 2. Luxia and Six Surge, yeah, in a 2 versus 5. I said 5 versus 2. But Luxia and Six Surge are the only ones remaining against the entire attacking team of Oh Yeah. Not a whole lot coming in just yet. The defenders, Havocs, again with this very bizarre site selection, have left themselves in a pinch. The denial's got to come in from the echo. I don't think he knows where exactly the attackers are playing, but Sixers is going to find one onto the Zofia that was pushing in. Vinci in the moonlight smash. He's going to recover, and he's going to get that as Ariel gets 6 surge simultaneously. A couple of kills confirmed, and that is going to give the side of the attack. Oh yeah, one more round. Round 8 goes to them. And now, not only are they in the lead, they're in a 2-round lead, going 5-3 up on round 9. They're 1 round away from match point, 2 rounds away from the victory, while the side of Havocs are 2 rounds away from equalizing. And that's quite the distance, mind you, because 2 rounds can be everything. This could become 3 and then 4 rounds eventually, or it could become 0. The equalizer could be in, and Havocs could win from there. They're headed to second floor console and a meeting room finally. You know, a change in sight is exactly what they needed. Cheesecake with a 6-pick out of the Kaid, while Sick Boy with a 6-pick out of the Buck into the Sledge. Vertical plays will be coming in as the Omai is brought in from the defense, and round 9 is underway.
Well, I believe that was almost a flawless win coming in on the side of Team OEA, especially on round 8. Like, yes, Havocs choosing to pick the same side even though they lost against Team OEA on round 7. Picking round 8 at the same side wasn't actually a good idea. This time on round 9, we are going to be seeing them defending on second floor console office. And with a lot of rotations and deployable shields being held, I believe they're going to take much more importance on a current operator being holding on the side of a long desk, I believe. But yeah, for Team Havocs, they definitely needs to step up, especially not on their gunplays, but also the kind of cross angles that Team OEA was able to pick in, and Vinci getting those 3 important kills. Havocs really needs to be careful on that one specific player here. Vinci making a lot of important plays for Team OEA is actually giving them the win that they need, and this time we're going to be seeing Teddy going for the spawn peak on the Visa entrance. Unfortunately, he wouldn't be able to find one because all of them has spawned on the other side of the spawn, in which they are going to be trying to gain an angle. They will try to gain an angle on the side of the yellow stairs and the console office rappel, which is going to be very difficult though. But still, Teddy he is definitely not giving up. He's still going to hold an angle, hoping that there would be at least one attacker pushing on the side of admin office sooner or later. But he's only just going to be wasting time instead. Ariel with the rappel coming in, and Mojo, I believe, is already below the piano room, already getting that control, and he actually gets a kill instead. That is Vigil down already, an early frag on the side of Mojo, and Teddy is off the game, not just yet, off on round 9. Now Vinci, I think he's just going to be contesting on the yellow stairs indeed, and if they don't get back the yellow control, it is going to be a lot of problems dealing on the side of Team Havocs here. Ariel with the G8 LMG is going to be holding an angle on the console office, but Six Surge is here to immediately deny. That is Vinci gone, but they still don't have the control on yellow stairs just yet. Mojo will immediately go for the contest, and Smoke, he is in a lot of trouble, but still Mojo, he actually knows where Six Surge is, and he's going to eliminate him. Double kill in his name, and still he is hungry. He still needs to find 3 more, but Ariel will be there to take out Jaeger, currently being hold down on the side of Connector. The immediately callers will come in saying that the console office is clear. All they have to do is just pick up the diffuser and plant on the side of console office. And looks like Kingslayer going on that fight. He will eventually shut down Mojo, putting them in a 2v3 situation. It is still doable on the side of Team Havoc's here. The only problem is they don't have good enough of man count left. Now Diffuser is getting picked from Sigboy himself as he's going to enter in on the side of console office. Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing Kingslayer going for he's going for a push in, and looks like it actually kind of works out. Cheesecake holding on the side of long angle, taking out Sigboy, a very operator indeed, and the diffuser is down and the man count is equalized yet again. Mozzie, he actually thought of going for a run out on the yellow stage, but instead he's going to get claymored from Mojo himself. That is quite unfortunate here, getting a kill from his grave indeed, which leads to Cheesecake all by himself on the bathrooms. No, not on the bathrooms, on the meeting rooms. He's going to be able to take one out, but will he be able to take Ariel as he's going to be planning on the side? What's the plan? But look at that! Cheesecake cheesing his enemies as he's going to be taking out 2 of these players all by himself. A beautiful clutch coming in, as he's going to be winning for a 1v2 clutch on round 9 console office against Team Oh Yeah, as we're going to be seeing Havoc's getting that win, an important win indeed, as we are going to be progressing to round 10, and it is going to be on Basement, Garage, and Cafeteria.
Basement, Garage, and Cafeteria is in as the side of the defense that is Havoc's have finally put a round on board for themselves. Going around 7 and 8 on roll stop did not happen, didn't really go their favor. However, round 9 did. Right now, round 10 is going to be in play. 5-4 is still the scoreline. Oh yeah, are still in the lead, but going to Basement, Garage might just give the side of the defense right here that is Havoc's that little advantage that they need. They play pretty well. They have played pretty well in the last few rounds. Just had a couple rounds didn't go in their favor. As the drones, there we go. They're going to be playing around with the drones right there. Looks they're finally going to take IQ's drone down. Ariel loses his drone, unfortunately, but it's not going to hurt the drone economy too much. Oh yeah, is going to be using their the other drones that they have in their pockets once they get to action phase. Meanwhile, there's the Electroclaw placement in from the Kaid, putting them in nice, hard-to-reach places to make sure, at least the first one, to make sure that the hard reach isn't as comfortably made as the side of the attack would like to.
5 seconds remaining.
It's always the interaction between the attackers and defenders, how the gadgets work and
Attackers
how
are
the
heading
operators
out to
counter
defuse
each
a bomb.
other. But Teddy in the meanwhile, he's going to bypass all of that, going to make sure that the drones don't spot him going for the spawn peak right now. He might find Sigboy. No, he probably won't. Will he find anybody? I don't think he will. No, he's going to be found instead. Sigboy gets the kill onto Teddyoy. That's unfortunate for the Vigil. He went down, and looks like his little stint of going for the spawn peak has ended. He's been found guilty and judged accordingly, as it's 4 vs 5 for Havoc's very, very early indeed. A push onto yellow is being suspected. Ariel is being pre-fired. At least there's a pre-fire coming in the general direction of the yellow door by the Kaid, from the Kaid, that is Cheesecake. There's a Valkyrie in that general direction as well. Lots of jiggle peaks right there from both the Valkyrie and the Kaid. One on the black van, one just sort of sitting around. As we did hear a C4 rip potentially, although that could just be me hearing things. And not much is going to come off of that. Not really. Round 10 has just passed the 2-minute mark. And not a whole lot coming off of this right now. Yellow Stairs has been pushed. In fact, Ariel, Vince, and Mojo all in the same area. They're so close to each other, as pieces of utility are going to be taken down one by one by the IQ. Let's see, and now he's waiting for that C4. He sees the bullets come in. The C4's going to come up, but that's the wrong place. And unfortunately, all that's done is give the side of the attack a vertical angle to work with. Vinci in the meanwhile pushing in from Yellow Stairs, as the call will come into Mike that he can go for the breach. Another C4 comes up. He can find anybody. I don't think it will. The Kaid will be seen. He's going to be taken off the board. Not yet. The JD1's trying to find where Cheesecake is playing, but Cheesecake rotates back to Cafeteria before things get hairy for him. Nice drone goes into side as shots coming 5-6 is down. He's gonna be taken off the board by Aerial. That is the GAD1 finding somebody, but Mojo finds one more on the cheesecake. He only took a quarter damage and he finds the kill. It is a 2 versus 5. Make that a 1v5 for the last standing defender. Kingslayer's found one onto Sick Boy, but he needs to find 4 more in what will in fact be the post plan. Will Evans remain alive for that? No, he won't. There's an attacker on his head of pipes. Mojo to take the kill. Kingslayer to take the fall. And the side of Oh Yeah to take the match point, having just won round 10. They were 5-4 up in round 10, and now going into round 11, they will be on match point, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6-4 in their favor, and there's only 1 round left, potentially, of course, for the side for this entire match to be over. You know, for if Oh Yeah wins this, that's it. That's game. And if Havoc's managed to equalize, then it's gonna be real hype hours. But right now, we're gonna be heading back to Basement Garage from the side of the defense as round 11 is underway.
Well, it is a match point on the side of Team Oh Yeah. A really great aggression coming in on the side of Aerial, trust being forget Saints. Alright, I shouldn't have said that. Alright, I'm just going to be... I just wanted to talk about on how Havoc did not even get the angle on the side of... they did not get the control on the side of the piano room, in which we actually did see 2 of the operators going on the side of the spiral stairs, as well as on the main lobby, in which it did not quite work out because Aerial was there to get those first refrags, holding an angle, making sure that the important soft breaches won't be able to get picked off quite early, and it did quite work out in their favor, quite flawlessly indeed. And this time, all Oh Yeah needs is 1 more point to win against Team Havoc's, and it's going to be smooth sailing from now on. Teddy Oi he just decided to play as the dog. The stim pistol and the ACOG side of the MP5 is going to be quite overpowered indeed, but he's not going to be overpowered on the next update because he's going to be getting a major nerf indeed. A lot of side attachments being introduced in the next subject, which I am really excited to see what's going to happen in the TTS as well as on the live build as well when it comes back, obviously. Less about the new update, and now I'm just going to talk about what's going to happen in the match indeed. The Vigil, he's going to be holding on the side of admin office, making sure that whatever push comes in, he can be able to deny it or waste a lot of time from them. Mojo, he's just going to be droning it out, finding out exactly where the attacker's locations is going to be, because the site is definitely going to be on Basement Garage, and since this is match point, Team Havoc needs to get their... They definitely need to get their mojo right, or else it's going to be having a lot of problems to deal with. A lot of time being used down here. And Kingslayer, he's going to be deciding to, he's just, chill out on the bathroom door on the side of second floor, hoping to, wait for that perfect opportunity for the attackers to push in and get that surprise element. We're going to be seeing a Sick Boy. He's going to be using one of his breaching hammer to take out all of the breaching charges as well as the yellow stairs. As we're going to be seeing the Hibana opening up the walls on the garage, as we're going to be seeing one of the C4s being opened up on the side of piano, which gives them a line of sight for the attackers. And with that, the attackers getting their control on the side of piano room, and also the execution is long been awaited. Sick Boy with that perfect kill, taking out the Teddy Oi and taking out the default cam indeed, which already gives Havoc a 1-man disadvantage, and Luxia immediately converts it back out with the tray, taking out Sick Boy. But Kingston is here with the push and coming on the side of yellow stairs, immediately get pushed down from the nomad charges and gets taken out from Alien himself. Yet again, it is a post-plan situation coming in on the side of Team Havoc's. It's all down to 6 Surge, and he has to clutch this one out on a 1v3 situation. He has actually the piano control side, but not for long. Team Oh Yeah successfully attacking on round 11 with Aerial getting that final kill, as they will be winning round 11 on Basement Garage, claiming their win against Team Havoc's on map Consulate. And my oh my, Team Oh Yeah are having a great time right now.
Well, they definitely have had a great game, ladies and gentlemen. Mojo, the MVP, well deserved right there from him and from the side of, 13 apiece to Vincent Mojo, carrying, well, not quite carrying, but doing the most work when it comes to getting the frags. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be closing out the first stream here on the 4th day of play for Division 2, and we're going to be back with a second stream in just a wee bit. And that's going to be pretty interesting because those two games are very, very exciting indeed. More on that when we come back, as Havocs, unfortunately, are going to be losing the match in Consulate. And we'll be back on the other side with more games for all of you to enjoy. Stay tuned.
What's up, guys? Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HyperX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HyperX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HyperX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HyperX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the Kraken X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it, guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
What's up guys, Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up,